I'll share the screen. Okay, we discussed about F.W. Taylor, who is the father of scientific management. And we discussed there are three approaches: classical, neoclassical, and modern approach. Classical approach is only focusing on profitability, productivity, the factory, the outcome of the industry. So the neoclassical came into picture, which is focusing on the people issue. In classical approach, there is no people focus. So man, the person, the human resource is working, they have lot of issues. Those things are not covered in classical approach. So the neoclassical came into picture with all these people issue. If someone is working, what is the issues related to the people, the human resource, regarding their salary, their environment, their health, everything. So those issues came into neoclassical approach. Then modern approach came into picture. Modern approach, who is managing the business, managers has a lot of issues. On daily basis, managers will face the issues either in classical or neoclassical. The management issues are not focused. So the modern approach came into picture during 1950s. So it has the problem solving technique for managers. So we'll understand what are the different thought process are covered under modern approach. We have discussed this SR model, stimulus and response, then modern approach. In modern approach, there are three things: quantitative approach, system approach, contingency approach. Broadly and majorly, these three approaches are covered under modern approach. So what is quantitative approach, what is system approach, what is contingency approach? I will give some example, I will tell you, so you understand first. Then I can send it, then you can read it and refer different books. But you understand what is quantitative approach. Quantitative approach, as I said, it's covered under modern approach. Modern approach is helping the managers to solve their problems. Managers will have some problems in terms of managing the organization, managing the people, managing the product. So what are the quantitative approach tools? When you are studying, you had several tools like, for example, you have different analysis. In statistics, you have mean, median, mode, and in economics, you studies, in costing, you studies break-even analysis, cost analysis, probability analysis. These are the different techniques and tools you can use to make a decision. Suppose you don't know how to purchase or what to purchase, there are 2-3 materials from the different vendor. So you should apply the different approach, the cost approach. So what is costly, what is less costly. So you should know this correlation. So all these techniques, what you studied in mathematics, mathematical technique, statistics technique, economics techniques, these are the technique one should apply in making the decision. That is quantitative approach. You don't need to understand each technique, but you can name it. You can write it in the exam. So what are the different techniques one can use in quantitative approach? You are quantifying, you are measuring each and everything. Whatever the problem you have to solve with solution with the mathematical analysis, mathematical solution. So you have to quantify. That's why it is known as quantitative approach. So whatever the techniques you know, you have to apply that. From statistics, from costing, from economics, from mathematics. So there are different techniques used in quantitative approach. Then another approach in modern approach is system approach. What is system? Take example of any system. So you typically say computer as a system. Computer has keyboard, mouse, monitor, CPU, EPS, and some computer there if you have fitted printer. If any of this is not functioning, then the whole system will not function. So that means each of this subsystem, these parts are interrelated. So altogether it's called as system, and each has subsystem. Keyboard is a subsystem, mouse is subsystem, monitor is subsystem. If mouse is not working or giving some problem, it will impact the entire thing. If keyboard is giving some problem, if you type 4, it is giving 3, then your outcome will be different. So the entire system is interrelated. The subsystem are interrelated in a system. Any of these things are not working will give the problem for the entire thing. You take the same example for industry. Suppose in a big industry, in a big factory, there are different departments: sales, purchase, advertisement, production, finance. These are different departments. And altogether, all the departments are called the factory, the system. If any of this department will not work, suppose finance will not work, finance is not giving the salary, is having some problem. So employees are getting problem. Finance is not releasing money, so you are not going to buy the raw material. You cannot buy. If your raw material not buying, the production is hampering. If the production is not there, your sales are not there, your advertisement is not there. So everything is impacted if one subsystem is not functioning. So that is system approach. So that means everything is interdependent and understood each other and and functioning as a whole. If you have a problem in one function, one subsystem, then entire system is going to fail. That is system approach. You understood what is quantitative approach, what is system approach. This another thing is contingency approach. Contingency approach says a very simple. What is contingency approach? Like, hello.
ମୁଁ କହିଲି ସାର୍ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଓଡିଆ ଟିକେ ମାନେ ବୁଝାନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
କ୍ୱାଣ୍ଟିଟେଟିଭ ଆପ୍ରୋଚ୍ ରେ କ'ଣ ତମେ ଜାଣିଲ, ଯୋଉଟା ତମର ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଟୁଲ୍ସ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବ, ତମର ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକାଲ ଟୁଲ୍ସ ହଉ, ତମର କଷ୍ଟ ଆନାଲିସିସ୍ ହଉ, ତମର ଷ୍ଟାଟିଷ୍ଟିକାଲ ଟୁଲ୍ ଯେମିତି ବାହାରୁଛି ତମର ମିନ୍ ମିଡିଆନ୍ ମୋଡ୍, ପ୍ରୋବାବିଲିଟି ଆନାଲିସିସ୍, ବ୍ରେକ୍ ଇଭେନ୍ ଆନାଲିସିସ୍, cost analysis, ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଜାଣିଥିବା ଦରକାର. You will follow the quantitative approach by applying those tools. ସେ ସବୁ tools use କରିକି ତମେ decision ନବ. That is quantitative approach. System approach रे कौन होची सब डिपार्टमेंट गुड़ा interrelated होची. Everything is interrelated. तमरा गोटे डिपार्टमेंट जदि प्रॉब्लम हैला तमरा गोटे डिपार्टमेंट को असुविधा हबो. सपोज तमरा जमिति कहले फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट रे काम करूनी ताले फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट जदि प्रॉब्लम हैला देन परचेज डिपार्टमेंट रे जिनस किणा हे परिवनी. परचेज डिपार्टमेंट रे जिनस न किणा हे परले प्रोडक्शन हे परिवनी. प्रोडक्शन नै परले सेल्स हे परिवनी, मार्केटिंग हे परिवनी. देन सबुडा इंटरलिंक. सिस्टम अप्रोच रे हमर सब सब सिस्टम गुडा इंटरलिंक. You have to make sure each and every functions, every department is working perfectly. हम सिस्टम अप्रोच रे मेन जिनस होची प्रत्येक सिस्टम प्रत्येक सब सिस्टम गुडा ठीक ढंग रे वर्क करे काम करता दरकार. कॉन्टिजेंसी अप्रोच रे कोन कोची कॉन्टिजेंसी अप्रोच रे कोची प्रत्येक लोक डिफरेंट. तमे तम घरे देखिजा तमरो तमे दी भाई अच्छा सपोज तमरो मां तम तम सहित जिमिति कथा कहबे तम भाई सहित अलगा कथा कहबे किबा तमे दी जण लोक काम करछ. तमे जानि चाहि लोक टिके रागियाले टिके भल पाएना तेणु ताकु टिके भलरे कथा कहबो. आर पिला को जदि रागिले भी चलिबो. तेणु प्रत्येक सिचुएशन लेके तमे बिहेवियर करिवो बिहेव करिवो. तेणु कॉन्टिजेंसी अप्रोच कोची मैनेजर माने कोन करंती दे स्टडी द सिचुएशन. एवरी सिचुएशन हैज ए डिफरेंट एक्शन. से माने अवस्था देखि व्यवस्था करिवे माने को बडा सिचुएशन ने कोन का को बडा काम करिवे. सपोज तमे गोटे काम करजो गोटे बड़ प्रोजेक्ट करजो तम बाहर कुडा पिला अछंदे तमे आगे पिला को स्टडी करियो को बडा से माने काम करबे. तेणु तमे किमित काम करबो तमे जेमति काम करबो ता गोटे टीम रे अलगा प्रकार हे पारे आ गोटे टीम रे अलगा प्रकार हे पारे. तेणु तमे लोक मान को स्टडी करके सिचुएशन स्टडी करके को बलिया काम करबो कोन करबो देखबो. कॉन्टिजेंसी अप्रोच इज मेनली टेलिंग अबाउट द सिचुएशन. सिचुएशनल अप्रोच को बलिया तमरो सिचुएशन अछि. सपोज गोटे सिचुएशन ने तमरा सेल्स तमरा बंद कर देला. आ गोटे सिचुएशन ने तमरा सेल्स स्लो डाउन कला. आ गोटे सिचुएशन ने तमरा सेल्स बढ़ाइला. तमरा डिपेंड करछि तमरा को बलिया सिचुएशन तमरा फैक्ट्री अछि. तमे सिचुएशन को स्टडी करछ से अनुसार तमे एक्शन दोछ. That is contingency approach. Quantitative approach, system approach, contingency approach. These are part of modern
सर
approach.
क्वांटिटेटिव अप्रोच आउट रिपीट करंतु सर.
Quantitative approach रे तमरा कोन होची तमर जते सब टूल अछि. सपोज तमे गोटे प्रॉब्लम रे फसी जाइछ तमे गोटे डिसीजन नउचा. डिसीजन केमित नबो you have to make your decision logical. तमे लॉजिकली कोन करिया को चाहउछ किमित नउछ. सपोज तमे गोटे तम पारे 4 जण लोक आसी कि तमको जिंस देले रॉ मटेरियल देले तमे कोउटा किनिबो जानि परनो. मैं ए किनिबा कि बी किनिबा कि सी किनिबा कि
सर
डी.
आपन वॉइस टा लागु
वॉइस ब्रेक होची कि हेलो वॉइस ब्रेक होची कि
आज्ञा सर आज्ञा ब्रेक हे जाउन वॉइस टा ब्रेक हे जाउछ.
हां इंटरनेट स्लो अछि. एबे ठीक अछि एबे ठीक अछि. एबे ठीक अछि वॉइस. क्वांटिटेटिव अप्रोच रे तमे कोन करछ विभिन्न प्रकार टूल्स यूज करछ सपोज तमे तुमको एग्जांपल दोतिल तमे गुडाय जिंस अछि तमे कोटा परचेस करबा केमिति करबा जानि परनो देन यू हैव टू अप्लाई द cost probability, cost method, cost analysis, and probability analysis, break even analysis. कोटा किणिले तमरा शीघ्र break even दबा तम business में profit दबा you have to make the logical decision by applying the tools. तमर जो tools अछि तम हाथ रे मैं से गुडा को सब जानिबो सपोज तमे कंपनी रे गुडाय
ସାର୍
लोक
ଆପଣଙ୍କ
काम
ଭଏସ ଟା ବ୍ରେକ୍ ହେଇଯାଉଛି କିଛି
अच्छा
ଭଏସ ଟା ସାର୍ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ହେଇଯାଉଛି ଶୁଭୁନି ସାର୍
ଟିକେ ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ ତମକୁ ଇଏ କରୁଛି ଆଉ
ଲାଖୁଛି ସାର୍
ଏବେ ଟିକେ ବେଟର ଅଛି ଏବେ ଟିକେ ଚଳିବ ବେଟର
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ଏବେ ଠିକ ଆସିଲା
अच्छा क्वांटिटेटिव अप्रोच या कहतली तमे तमरो जे सब टूल अछि सपोज तमे एम्प्लॉय मानकर पल्स जानिया को चाहौ देन व्हाट यू हैव टू डू you have to apply a sampling approach sampling तमे पढितलो स्टैटिस्टिक्स रे जानिछ मु पचारबी किछि पिला को सपोज 100 लोक अछंती 5 जन 10 जन पिला को सैंपल नै कि पचारबी ସେମାନେ कौन फील कर what they feel about the product company about the product that is sampling mechanism you have to take some sample out of 100 you have chosen 10 people that 10 is your sample सेमती तमे जेकोसी जिनस जेकोसी सिद्धांत नब जेकोसी डिसीजन नब you have to depend on the mathematical tools that is known as quantitative approach तमे कौन डिसाइड करछ system approach you have to make sure all the systems are working fine all the sub departments subgroup are working fine in contingency approach you have to make sure you have to study the situation so it is known as situational approach so each situation is different so today whatever situation you have in your organization maybe tomorrow the situation is different or after 2 months the situation is different so today what decision you are taking then after 2 months the decision may vary so depends on the situation देखिकी तमे अवस्था देखिकी तमे decision लवा this three things say तीनटा जिनस quantitative approach system approach contingency approach ए तीनटा जिनस mainly modern approach रो कहूछ ताछड़ा आउ किछि approach अछि we'll talk about another personality जिमती हमें कथा हेतले W Taylor scientific manager सेमती we'll study about another personality decision theory school human behavior school These are different analysis, different approach. Decision theory schools means this thought is talking about decision. Each and everything in management is actually related to a decision. If you are taking a correct decision and wrong decision. तमे जो निष्पत्ति नौच बिजनेस रे जो डिसीजन नौच डे टू डे बेसिस रे तमे घरे छोट जिनस देख तमे तमर डिसीजन हो तमे कौन पढ़िबो कौ कॉलेज रे पढ़िबो किमिति जीवो फॉर एवरीथिंग यू आर टेकिंग डिसीजन तमे प्रत्येक दिन सकाळ उठले तमे डिसीजन नौच तमे किमिति जीवो साइकिल रे जीवो कि बाइक रे जीवो बस रे जीवो कि ट्रेन रे जीवो तमे डिसीजन नौच तमे को कॉलेज रे एडमिशन करिवो को कोर्स करिवो तमे डिसीजन नौच सेमती मैनेजमेंट रे everything is related to a decision. This approach is known as decision theory approach. Human behavior school will read Hutton studies Elton Mayo. This personality will read अंक विषय में जानिबा ये गोटे स्टडी देथिले Alton study Elton Mayo Alton study will read about this personality. Elton Mayo विषय में पढ़िबा Alton study कौन से कौन कहिसंती. We'll study, we'll take here a 5 minute break, we'll join in the same link and then we'll cover this. Elton Bio. We'll meet in 5 minutes in same link.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.